Hello everybody, Rich Toad here with another episode of Disco Elysium. Last time we were looking at the puzzle on how to get down this body. And I think today we're going to start off with the white check we failed. It was Inland Empire, I believe.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and
Yeah,
white boots.
Inland Empire. So we tried it, we failed it, so that means if we come here and we level it up. Except changes in clothes.
The man before you
We can
is
try it
naked,
again.
but for a pair of underpants and white boots.
And if we fail this
Skin
time,
is
I
marked
will be
with
shocked.
Decaying veins and blocked. I'm gone.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
And where is that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
You are now, but who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
I have another question for you.
Go ahead, Coppo.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your
Black, frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips.
imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you! Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
He loves those.
Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up, copperoonie rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Alright, we're gonna ignore most of these, I think. Why were you feeling pleasure when you died?
Maybe I was getting my rocks off.
So, you were feeling sexual arousal when they were hanging you.
Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
Yes?
Captain Copperdromo? I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
Who killed you? Actually, yeah.
Love did me in, Brother Copo. It was love all along.
So why were you feeling pleasure?
Maybe I was getting my... Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
No.
Captain Copperdromo? I fear
Okay, well,
we
that's
are
no different.
drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Maybe this will lead to something. Something indescribable. Unforeseen. Miraculous? The clown lips on the corpse appear to smile. The face rotates before you slowly.
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
I love it when we get a shiver success. Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Enough.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, Also, see me in your dreams.
That's different than what it actually says. You can come back and look into this face anytime you want. Ask me your little questions, freshen your memory. Create associations, remind yourself of your mortality. Capolopo. Alright, we're gonna do something stupid. That's what this game is about anyway. Look at the boots.
The material, delicate. These are clearly not boots. They're armor.
Indeed.
Armor.
Ceramic under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500.
What if we try to knock it off?
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like whirls of floorboards, the design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
Run your fingers over the lines.
The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice. The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
Looks like there's a serial number on the right sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me?
He tips the drawing ballpoint of his pen on his tongue.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
Pull the boot off!
This feels dangerous. Are you sure? The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop!
Lieutenant's voice is sharp. He looks at you with the boot under your arm.
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
Oh, this is a bad idea, isn't it?
You're going to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
Do what?
Pull his head off. There's no point performing an autopsy if you do. We'll have compromised the coroner's case. What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
Are we not detectives? There may be clues inside the boot.
How many clues do you need? You already found a number. Besides, there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down, and second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
Sounds like a plan.
The anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice. Nice and cracky.
What's gonna happen to the boots then?
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt.
Oh, we need
His
to talk
torso
about getting him
covered in
down again.
tattoos.
Yes, we do.
Maybe we could shoot him down?
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
I don't know. Just, shoot up there, maybe? Yeah, or just shoot the belt. The bullet will break it.
It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
Let's just let Kim choose this one. He has better judgment than us, clearly.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzleloader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Say nothing.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
he feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
Fucking idiot! Mookaba asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
I could try shooting the gun, but my stats for that would be trash, because that's probably going to be a yellow check of some sort. Either hand-eye coordination or maybe interfacing. Do I have more skill points? I still have one more skill point to put in. Maybe we can check out the check. Can I have the gun? I should try.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks.
He pauses, then shrugs and proceeds to load the pistolet.
Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
The piece shines in his outstretched hand. Jeez.
They only have one gun!
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Take the gun.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana boyka! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
Feel the weight first.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
Point the gun at the belt.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that's... And it's a red check, so it can't be tried again. What's the worst that could happen?
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes numb from the explosion. With your ears still ringing, you lower the weapon to see what happened. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage protrude from the skin. No blood, only a murky sludge dripping down his belly. The sudden stink makes your eyes water.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry! I knew it! What a mulko!
Are you? Because it sort of feels like you are. Please don't cry.
Give the gun back to Kim. What now?
We try something else.
Oh my god, what a fucking boring cop!
Nice shot, though. Fucked him up good. Actually, it was... Kuno just said that because he felt sorry for you, pig. It's not your fault you can't shoot. It's your pig hands.
Pigs don't have hands, they have like fucking hooves or something.
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
That's preposterous. We're not giving you the gun, kid.
That's preposterous! What are you, a fucking earl?
We still need to get him down, somehow.
But how?
The bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the Harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too.
Let's get to it then. Well, that went poorly. I knew I shouldn't try it, but I felt like I had to. Let's see. You know, if you go that far, you have to at least give it a shot, right? Oh, we should have Kim tell us about the case.
Yes?
Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing.
Ah, yes. The case brief you missed. Now I remember.
Brief, yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Wait, does the briefing say who the victim was?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Well, why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Hold on, and the RCM is?
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
Thank you, Encyclopedia. I still don't understand anything.
Okay, well, we are police officers. It is our job to find the killer, so that's what I intend to do. You should try it too.
Thanks, Kim. Can we go over the preliminary? No, we just did that. Would you say this is a mysterious case? Ooh.
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Well, why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved, you know, something supernatural.
I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not?
Are you sure? I think something is already happening.
No, something isn't happening. Because it's not part of reality.
He makes a precise hand gesture.
So desperately mundane. You need to funk this case up. There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex. You should convince him.
If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
Great phrasing.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
And what do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know what I'm in on. Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Cop off?
It's just stupidity.
The lieutenant shakes his head. What kind of stupidity? I need to know what I'm involved in.
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Ah, so this is a struggle over who runs Martinet!
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words.
Oh.
I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
That's oddly specific examples.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
What's special about Martinet?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
I wonder what this says about me. That I was sent by my station. He raises an eyebrow, thinking it best to let you make the next move. What are our options? I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. There can only be one conclusion. I am the finest, a case-solving machine sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. I must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. I probably have an unbelievable kill count. I'm gonna leave why I was sent unspecified. I want to do the first one just because it's so... Can I do it ironically? I want to do it ironically. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. This is how you get things done, Kim, clearly. Haven't you seen how great I'm doing?
Okay. Style me.
Oh, this is so good. in our bright yellow garden gloves. Our awfully tacky suit with no cop cloak or badge. This is what a modern cop looks like.
In the new, 20 years ago. It's what a modern cop looked like then.
Shut up, Kim. Disco never died.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If not, we should move.
So you volunteered to spoil it.
Yes. I'm an unrepentant spoil sport.
The lieutenant appears pleased with this. Well, at least we learned something about Kim. Okay, enough of the competition then. Tell me something else.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Wait, what? Secret task complete. The pissing competition. Oh, that's a good secret task. I like that one.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
Ooh, we should convince Kim there's a sexy dark mystery twist in every case.
Only banal
Damn.
things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul.
What? Do I have to put another point in Inland Empire? Is this gonna be an Inland Empire run all the way?
One you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to abandon you.
Alright, why did the 41st send me?
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
No, that makes sense. I'm exceedingly qualified.
If you're so well qualified, why can't you remember why you were sent? Anyway, don't keep the lieutenant waiting.
Alright, well, I think you should know I can't remember anything in case you haven't picked up on it yet.
No response. He just arches his brow.
I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Alright, focus on the case it is. I'm afraid this is a medical situation. Move on.
Really? You look fine to me.
Okay then.
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
Okay, forget it.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
We have things to do, so we should leave talking to Kim for later, so let's just leave. Okay, I think we should talk to Gart because we have a lead on Gart and also something else to tell him. Low on health, put points into endurance. So yes, the answer is that you can definitely upgrade your maximum health past what you start with. So if you do only put 1 point in physique, it doesn't have to be that way forever, but a bottle of rum has been knocked over. A beautiful dark liquid is spilling out.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Pretty long. It's drink o'clock.
Attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there, not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself.
Actually, should I be thinking about this? Looks like drinking hasn't turned out too well for me.
Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade to yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain off the counter.
Don't like it.
What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then. Get your drink on and your act together.
Ah, yes. The task every police officer has. Find booze and drink it. A man is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled down overalls. The back of his shirt reads, Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Let's not steal his meds, but we can try waking him up.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
We were one off. Well, we can try that later. Possibly. Probably not. Physical instrument is not our forte. Summer door closed for the winter. Makes sense. Alright, Gart, good news.
Can I help you?
Alright. I talked to Sylvie. She left because of me, not you.
Wait, what? But what about the bird?
The bird.
Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left.
Oh, she didn't break it. I did. I threw it against the wall.
You broke the skewer!
His face flushed with emotions. A rash covers his neck.
I assure you it was him.
It's as if he can't decide whether to be angry or relieved that it was you. Again.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer?
Maybe I have a vendetta against it?
I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message. Symbol of hope and all.
A tender type of hope. Something stirs in you. Perhaps this is why you broke it.
All right. Did she say anything else about me, you know? Did she say anything about me?
She said she was flattered. It was just bad timing.
Really? I should give her a call then.
And doesn't know what to say. He wipes his brow and stares at the counter.
Thanks, I guess. Was there anything else you wanted, or...?
Or can you give him a moment? Somehow you realize this is not going to net you any professional discounts. Already he's reverting back to defensive.
Oh, I was hoping it might make our interactions with him a little bit easier, but... Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
We need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Alright, what's the thing I need to talk with him about? I've seen something here at the Whirling Gart. A thing I need to talk about.
What thing?
I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
He tosses his head in disdain.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
Let it go. You're above gratuitous baiting.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
The lieutenant gives you a meaningful nod. How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
There's something else I want to ask about.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the Whirling later.
Alright, let's just leave that for now. Got the keys, as well as the... Oh, the kitchen's open? The dishes are drying. They smell of chemicals and pine trees. What's that door? An aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the air.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
I wonder where this door leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
It's part of the Whirling in Rags. There's something about this place that makes me want to know.
Eccentric. But okay, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation.
He's not bothered by your eccentricity. He seems genuinely intrigued himself.
Yes, a mini-side investigation.
Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Try to push on the door.
The door does not budge.
Touch the door.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
Odd for a door. Who are you?
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Goransi and Kubek. It must be his name, Garancy. Garancy, Quebec. Sounds representative.
Hello, sir. You got time for a few questions?
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Do you know what's behind that door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
You've got some impressive pots there.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine. Alright, Gart. What's behind the door? What's behind the door, Gart?
Can I help you?
Gart, I saw another thing at the Whirling in Rags.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you know what's behind it? Do you have...
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He runs his finger across the counter to check for dirt.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
Everyone loves a good mystery about a mysterious door, I'm telling you. Telling you guys. We'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. Oh my gosh. Okay, I can... That would have been so much easier. Oh, am I missing anything in here? I don't think so. Alright, coming up on time here. We should have enough time to check the trash container.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, Whirling in Rags.
We could try a legendary physical instrument check. Or we could open the padlock with the key.
With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Didn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
Open the lid.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the boxes of carton.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Pick at the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Grab them.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer.
The lieutenant produces a black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket. Bag the trousers.
Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but
He looks into the container.
The belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach for it.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Bag the shirt.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
A thrown out towel, a mug, that's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Yeah, kids are awful. Let's not go against that one. You think someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Okay.
the lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Search the food waste.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Pick it out.
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
No, it can't be.
Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form.
A miserable looking slip of paper sticks to the board.
If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash?
It must have been crap in my style. It has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore. That's why I tried to flush my cop life down the toilet, or I'd rather not talk about it right now. Must have been cramping my style.
Officer, this is an official piece of paperwork. It probably contains notes on numerous ongoing investigations, and could even list undercover operatives, informants. I suggest integrating it into your style, for all our sakes.
Okay, I'll do that. Fine.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
He peers into the trash where soggy curtains and rags stink uninvitingly. The mug. I'm getting that mug too.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron,
An antique.
only in its social sensibility.
Take the mug.
Mm-hmm.
The lieutenant briefly glances at the mug, then returns his sight to the trash. Close the lid.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
I hate that smell that you get when you close a trash can. That smell when you close a trash can is awful. Where it's all like the air rushing out. Ugh.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Okay, first of all, we leveled up. So now we have 2 skill points to spend. What to do, what to do. Okay, so we now have the instant photo of tattoos. We did just also get a damaged ledger and the mug. So in some off time we can probably look at those. We have so much to do and so little time to do it, guys. I think next time there is so much more to explore, because if we look at the map, Well, that's not helpful. We don't have a map. But, by the way, the map does have a list of the white checks you have, so that way you can go back and try them. So, we have the mirror, also the mirror, policeman cloak, Kim, sleeping dock worker, and trash container. So, I think we're going to call it here. And then next time, we will explore more of Martinet and find some more characters to talk to. Because I don't know about you, but I am sick of that courtyard. I'm sick of that corpse. We've made great progress with Gart, but I don't think we need to go back in and talk to him again just right now. So, until next time, everyone.